Hello, welcome to PP5. Today we will discuss about the Nebuchadnezzar statue mentioned in the Daniel 2 and how it is fulfilled. Okay, let's get started. Okay, Nebuchadnezzar's dream was revealed to Daniel around 603 BC, right? It was a story back then and Nebuchadnezzar had a troubling dream that he does not understand. However, he kept his dream secret, not let anybody knows about it. And then he ordered and summoned the magician, enchanter, sorcerer, astrologer, all the great people in the whole Babylonian Empire, right? He want them basically to tell him about the dream and the meaning of his dream without telling them initially what his dream all about. So none of those wise men basically are able to tell the king about his dream and the explanation. So finally the king ordered a decree to kill the wise men in Babylonian. The order of the king finally came to Daniel through Arioch, the commander of the king of the guard. Daniel prayed together with his three friends, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, to ask God to reveal Nebuchadnezzar's dream to them. And finally, God revealed Nebuchadnezzar's dream to Daniel through a vision during the night. Daniel then went to the king and told him about his dream and also its interpretation. And Daniel told the king that he has a dream of a great human statue, right? The head of the statue made out of the pure gold. The chest and the arm was made out of silver, and the belly and the thigh part was made out of bronze. The leg was made out of iron, and the feet was part of the iron and part of the clay. And finally, a stone that is cut out not by human had struck the statue, and the statue all shattered into pieces, but the stone became the great mountain that filled the whole earth. Right. So, what is the meaning of this dream? Right. Now let's reveal it. The head of the pure gold here actually refers to Babylonian Empire. It is referred to Neo-Babylonian Empire or Chaldean Empire. Originated from Paleo-Babylonian, which is built by Hammurabi in 1792 BC. And then, this empire had been very long time until it was destroyed by Assyrian Empire under Sennacherib, which is around 705 BC. Neo-Babylonian Empire was rebuilt again by Nabopolassar in 626 BC. And then during the Nebuchadnezzar reign, right, that Babylonian Empire reached its height, right, its power, economic power, military power, etc. Right, at that time, Israel and Judah were conquered, and Daniel was taken into captive. Many Israelite and many Jewish people were captured to Babylonian for 70 years. Then, finally, the Babylonian Empire was conquered by Persian Empire, which is led by Cyrus the Great in 539 BC. List of most famous kings during the Babylonian Empire are Hammurabi, Assyrian kings, Tiglath-Pileser, Sargon, Marduk, Nabopolassar, Nebuchadnezzar, etc. Right, and then the next part of the statue, which is the chest and arm, which is made out of silver. So this prophecy fulfilled at the coming of the Persian Empire from 559 BC to 480 BC. Persian Empire here refers to Medo-Persian Empire. So it's actually two country or two nation that blend together at the becoming one Persian Empire, Middle Persian Empire, or Achaemenid Empire. It is originated from Median Empire that was founded by Diocletian right in 678 BC, and Median Empire became the Great Empire under Cyaxares in 600 BC. Then Persian Empire then separated from the Median Empire under the Cyrus the Great in 553 BC and was taken over by the Median Empire again under the Cyrus 539 BC. Persian Empire then reached its peak under Darius the Great in 521 BC. Finally, it is conquered by the Greece under the Alexander the Great in 479 BC. List of the most famous kings that ruled over the Persian Empire are Thyspes, Cyrus, Cambyses, Darius, Success, Artaxerxes, etc. So here are the map of the medieval Persian Empire that spanned from the Turkey today until Pakistan, right, and also taken over part of the Egypt. Right. Then the belly tie of the bronze, it is actually fulfilled by the prophecy regarding the Greece Empire, which is 496 BC until 168 BC. The Greece Empire here refers to the ancient Greece Empire or Greek Empire, call it Macedonian Empire. Okay, it is originated from Macedonian Empire. It's a small city under this old Greece, right? Built by Alexander I in 496 BC, and then Greek Empire overthrew the Persian Empire under Alexander III, or it's called Alexander the Great in 336 BC. The Greek Empire reached its territory peak under the Alexander the Great in 323 BC. After Alexander III death, it's divided into four kingdoms in 322 BC, which is Lysimachus Empire, Cassander Empire, Ptolemaic Empire, and Seleucid Empire. And Lysimachus again subdivided again, become an Anticonid Empire and Lysimachus Empire. Roman Empire defeated by the Greek Empire under Lucius Mummius in 146 BC. List of the most famous king under the Greeks are Alexander I, Alexander III, which is Alexander the Great, and also the Archelaus, Lysimachus, Cassander, Seleucus, Ptolemy, Cleopatra, etc. All the story of those Cleopatra are coming from the Greek Empire, right? Okay, so this is the Greek Empire that spanned from the Greek going to Turkey, Babylon, Persia, and reached out most part of the Egypt and also under Israel, right? Okay, and then the lack of irons of the statue of the Nebuchadnezzar was fulfilled by the coming of the Roman Empire, which is in 27 BC until 476 BC. Roman Empire here refers to both western part and eastern part of Roman Empire. Initially, it is originated from the Roman city founded by Romulus in 753 BC. Roman Empire reached its territorial peak under the Augustus in 31st BC. The Roman Empire divided into the western part and eastern part of Roman Empire by Constantine in 268 AD. Then Western Roman Empire was destroyed by 10 barbaric tribes, right, in 476 BC, AD. This emperor who ruled the Roman Empire are Augustus, Caligula, Tiberius, Nero, etc. Western part of the Roman Empire finally divided into 10 nations, which is France, Hun, Visigoth, Ostrogoth, Heruli, Lombard, Anglo-Saxons, Suevi, Vandals, and Burgundian. Right. The war then continued, and western part of the Roman Empire is continued to be subdivided. Right. Roman Empire, right, divided into these two parts, which is actually the accomplishment, fulfillment of the 2 foot of iron and clay. This prophecy fulfilled by the division of Roman Empire since 284 AD. Right. The Roman Empire itself divided into west and east by Constantine in 284 AD. And then the eastern part of the Roman Empire is known as Byzantine Empire. This ruled under the Constantine, with the city or the capital Constantinople. Right. Roman Empire moved its capital from Rome to Constantinople in 305 AD. The list of emperors who ruled Byzantine Empire are Constantine, Justinian, Macedonian, Angelid, etc. Byzantine Empire is subdivided into several nations in 1204 AD, including Epirus, Wallachia, Bulgaria, Latin, Thessalonica, and Achaia, Nicaea, Seljuk, Trapezuan, etc. War continued on the eastern part of the Roman Empire, and this was continued to be subdivided. The division of the Western and Eastern Roman Empire is still happening until today, right? If you take a look and trace down all this division of Western Roman Empire and the eastern part of the Roman Empire, you will notice that the Western Roman Empire, Remnant, now known as Western country. So here are the blue map as part of the remnant of the western part of the Roman Empire. And the Eastern Roman Empire continued to subdivide it and become known as the Eastern country today, right? So the Western country sprung from the Europe and most part of the America, including the North America and South America. And then the eastern part of the Roman Empire subdivided into several countries here are in the Middle East, Africa, Middle East part, going to Africa, and also Eastern countries. So if we're talking about the Western and Eastern are actually referring to the Western part of Roman Empire and Eastern part of Roman Empire, and these terms are still used until today. Right. So both sides has distinct value, distinct belief, distinct ideology, distinct culture, and distinct history. Right? Difference between both groups cause friction, conflict, and wars. And this war has happened for 1,000 years. Right? The war between the Eastern Empire and the Eastern nation, right? The Western nation and Eastern nation still continue until today, and it will continue in the future until the end of the time. Right? This prophecy was actually the 2 foot of iron and clay, actually fulfilled until now, right? And still remain fulfilled until the end of time. Okay, and then we'll focus on the 10 finger of the iron clay, which will be happen in the end of time in the future, right? Take a look on the history, right? After the World War I and World War II, many nations become independent countries. Right? Many nations are started to stop the war and pursue peace and security. Right? Nations start to trade to each other and form a coalition of trade because they are fed up with the war. Initially, it's just an economic trade coalition between a group of nations. Finally, it became the union of nations with government and military alliance. So it's from the economic alliance, economic collaboration, become military collaboration, alliance, and finally become the government collaboration. So in the end of the time, there will be only 10 union of nation, right? So this is not 10 nation, but it's 10 union of nation. So each king with their each nation, it's a union or supranation with their king, right? There will only be one king that will rule over this 10 union of nation. This king becomes the leader of the world government, so they are called a one world government. So finally, Antichrist will appear out of this many king of the world. He will rule over many nations. He will rule over many language. He will rule over the whole world, the entire world, right? So Christ will come and destroy the human kingdom and replace it with the God's kingdom. So we'll have that Antichrist kingdom will become the God kingdom. Right. So okay, here are the formation of many supranations as of today. Right. I will continue to form into 10 regional nation or supranation. It's called North American Free Trade Agreement, Central American Integration System, Union of South American Nation, European Union, right? European Free Trade Association, Arab League, etc., African Union, Southeast Asian Nation, Asian Free Trade Agreement, Pacific Asian Forum, Euro-Asian Economic Community. So all these things will keep continue changes. And finally, in the end of the time, it will only remain 10. Right. And all will be under one wing, one United Nation. And now United Nation does not have the parliament. So there are 7 organizations of the United Nation, but there are no parliament yet. But there will be a formation of parliament, which is the last or the 7th organ of the United Nation, and it will select the leader. And those leaders will finally, one of it will become the Antichrist. Right. Similar to the Roman Empire, there are many Roman Caesar that is leading the Roman Empire, but not all the Caesar are Antichrist. But there will be one out of many Caesar of the Roman Empire that will become the Antichrist. So this will happen in the United Nations, will become the one world government later on, and out of this many leaders of one world government will have the Antichrist that will bring the end of time, right? So 1 Thessalonians 5:3, while people are saying peace and safety, destruction will come upon them suddenly. So the motto here, or the logo of the United Nations, are peace and security. So basically they will bring peace and security. The end of time will not happen when there is war. War has happened thousands of years. War has repetitively reappearing multiple times in human history. But when there are peace and safety, there is declaration of peace and security on the entire world, then this is the coming end of time. Right? Revelation 17:12. The 10 horns you saw here are the 10 kings who had not received a kingdom, but who for 1 hour will receive authority as king along with the beast. Okay, 1 hour here only refers to the giving power from the 10 supranation power into the one world government power, which is the beast itself. Right? Revelation 13:7. Also, it was allowed to make war on the saints and to conquer them, and authority was given over every tribe, every people, every language, and every nation. This is what the Bible says. The Antichrist will become the leader of one world government later on. Okay, so this is what will be the fulfillment of the Bible in the future, right? So prophecy will be fulfilled by the formation of one world government in the future. All right, that's all the discussion today. Thank you for joining and stay tuned for the next video. Ciao!